is only one person that could bring defeat onto you, and that is you. Cause you could be your own worst enemy, and that's the truth. And you don't wanna be like that. Honestly, you just wanna be that type of dude to really pull it out and really make the moves. And you walking in when you make the moves. Goddamn, you don't wanna listen to the sad things. Ay, you just wanna get attraction. Ay, you just gotta be the person that is really about to give it all. It's all about the habits.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're not in a gym. We're bringing you something a little different today. I'm actually here at my home. For those who maybe don't know or do know, a couple months ago I decided to build a home gym here at my home, and I'm going to show you that today along with my trophy room, aka my office. But let me give you a little backstory about how this gym came about and the reason for it and everything. So for pretty much my entire career, how I've been doing my morning cardio routine is obviously I get up in the morning, you know, I take all my fasted supplements, I head to the gym and I do my normal routine, which would be glutes, calves, abs, a little bit core work, and of course cardio. And I do all that at the gym, finish up, head home, and then kind of get my day started with my first meal and everything like that. So when I got here to Texas, I started doing the same thing. The only thing here is everything's so much further away. So it was taking me sometimes upwards of 20 to 30 minutes just to get to the gym. And when I'd get there, you know, sometimes the Stairmaster that I needed was taken, or a piece of one of the equipment I needed or pieces was broken. It just got frustrating and very stressful. So just one day I sat down with my wife and I said, hey, you know, I just can't do this anymore. So we decided to invest and convert one of the bays in our garage into an actual home gym. So we have a 4-car garage here. Obviously she keeps one of her cars in there. One part is for storage and the other 1.5 is the gym. So when we set out on this mission, I called my friend Steve, owner of Super Gym in North Carolina, right away, and I told him, you know, what I needed, why I needed it, and he was just on board with everything. We literally sat and handpicked everything I wanted. Steve knows I'm an old school guy. I like all the old school stuff, Nautilus, Cybex, Icarian, Precor, all the old things that work the best. So he was sending me photos. I was saying yes, no, and eventually we came together and we were able to get, I think, 10 pieces of equipment. And Steve sent it right over. I got it within 4 or 5 days. We set up the gym, and it's just literally been so life-saving, so amazing. Just being able to just roll out of my bed right into my garage has been so stress-free. You're saving time. I have more time with my family now. And the best thing about it is it's just me in there. So I never have to wait for a piece of equipment. Nothing's ever really broken because I'm the only one using it, and my wife sometimes when she uses it. But it's just literally been such like just relief. And I've said this today, said this recently, like this has been like such an awesome prep this far. One, being in a new environment here in Texas, but two, just having, you know, that stress off my back of having to drive to the gym that early in the morning, get my workout in and drive back. I mean, there were days where I was here, I was spending more time in the road than I was actually doing my actual session. And I just couldn't do that. It wasn't conducive. It was just a lot. It was very stressful. And, you know, being in a new environment, I didn't want to have that stress. So everything's been great now. Like I said, we put in about 10 to 12 pieces in the gym. Obviously, most of them came from Steve, and I've sought out a few other pieces that I actually like and wanted. And I'm going to show you guys that as well. So we're going to head over right now, check out the garage, take you through piece by piece what we got, and show you guys what we got. All right. Welcome to the GK Jungle Gym, as you can see behind me here. This is the setup. This is my little oasis away from everything. I absolutely love it. Again, everything was absolutely handpicked, what we needed, why I needed it, things like that. So I'm gonna take you guys through each and every piece here so you can see. I mean, I posted about this on my stories on Instagram and things like that, but I actually wanna break it down and show you guys exactly what we got. All right, so let's go through this piece by piece. First thing you guys see here is a Nautilus Hyper, or obviously Hyper lower back. We got glutes, a little bit of hamstring as well. So that is one of my favorites. This is probably one of the newest pieces I picked up. If you're going right next to it, we got the Nautilus hip drive, glute drive. Let me just also say, so this garage gym or GK Jungle Gym is strictly just my morning routine. So again, my cardio, my abs, my glutes, my calves, that's everything that's done here. So as far as actual body parts, I actually have to drive to a gym to train back, leg, things like that. But again, having this morning routine done in here has been great. Again, back to this, Nautilus glute drive, hip drive, obviously plate loaded. One of the key areas I really wanted to bring up this year was my adductors and glutes and things like that. So we got the old school Magnum adductors. We got both of them together, a full set. And these have been absolutely awesome. As you guys know, again, Nautilus, Magnum, straight old school stuff here. Right next door, we got an Icarian Pre-Core, whatever we're gonna call it, like a donkey raise calf press. And the first time I tried this, I was actually in Ohio for the Arnold Classic. I found the gym out there called Power Shack. They had this one, and I absolutely loved it. It was phenomenal, and it has a pretty heavy stack. I think it goes up to about 400. I'm not even close to that, but it's a great piece. And again, I loved it when I tried it. And when I decided to put the gym together, I saw Steve had one. I don't know how he got it, but I said I want it, I need it, and he got it to me here. All right, so we'll hop over this. So this is one of the newer pieces as well. This is a Pre-Core glute kickback machine. I got this from my guys over at Savage Iron Company. They sent this to me. Again, one of the glute pieces I love to train with. I actually have another piece coming like this. There's an Icarian version that I want. I'm actually getting another piece delivered today. So I'm gonna still keep this one, but I'm gonna swap those two out. Right next to this is probably one of the most legendary pieces in this gym. This is something that I can probably sell right now and someone will buy within 5 minutes. This is the Icarian standing angled calf press. Don't ask me how I got it because I just somehow got lucky. I found a guy online, a bodybuilder. We had some mutual friends, and he had it for sale. He needed to make some space in his garage. He knew who I was. I told him why I wanted it and needed it, and he literally had it shipped to me about last week, actually. I got this last week. And it has been such an awesome piece. Again, this is a very, very rare piece. I've only found maybe 1 or 2 other gyms I've had it. And again, this is definitely one of my favorites in here. Next to it, we got an Atlantis ab crunch, nothing special there. I do my sit-ups here along with another Marcy ab crunch machine here. So pretty basic. We're going into a third calf machine. As you guys can see, my calves suck. So that's why I have 3 calf machines. We've got the angled donkey, the standing, and of course we needed to have it seated as well because obviously we're hitting gastroc over here with these 2, but they actually need to hit soleus as well. So we got this hoist old school. I think this is like the first generation hoist seated calf press. I'm sorry, I said leg curl probably. But I said, Steve, I had one in particular one. I think I wanted an Icarian version, and I think Steve sold out of it, but he says, trust me, this is a great piece. And I trust Steve wholeheartedly. He knows who I am. I know we're really close friends. He knows what I like. So he sent this to me, and it's definitely one of my favorite pieces here. Go next door. You got to train this core, lower abs. We got the hammer strength leg raise here. Nothing special. It's pretty simple. Do my abs much every morning. As far as cardio goes, we got treadmill here, right next door. Basic treadmill. We got the old school Matrix, my favorite Stairmaster ever, the Matrix Stairmaster. There's so many versions of Stairmasters now, honestly. I just personally have always loved the Matrix, one, because it's just where the hand positionings are up top. It's more comfortable than some of the other ones. And 2, I felt that these actually last the longest. As you can see, it is purple because it did come out of Planet Fitness. So that tells me it was definitely not beat up. So it definitely wasn't in somebody's, old school bodybuilding gym where chances are you probably get beat up by a competitor. You probably had a, 80, 90-year-old male or female using this thing maybe a couple times a week. So it's definitely in great condition. And we're gonna move over here, ab crunch. So obviously we got the leg raise for abs, lower abdominals. And then we go with the Nautilus ab crunch machine right here. Again, Steve knows that I like the old school stuff. Hooked me up with this old school Nautilus piece here. All right. And we got, if you look over here, I'll show you real quick. Now, how many of you guys know what this is? If you're an old school bodybuilder from like maybe the 80s, 90s, you know exactly what this is. This is the leg stretcher. So you're probably like, for those who don't know what it is, I'm gonna go ahead right now and just show you what it looks like. So the first person I saw with this was Jay Cutler. And I saw him online using it. He was stretching out his quads in his morning routine. Absolutely, he's like, wow, that looks like an awesome piece. I literally was searching all over like Facebook, Instagram, trying to find this thing, Craigslist. And I found an older gentleman who had one. It was still in the wrapper. He barely used it. And he sold it to me for a really good price. and absolutely love it. So I'll show you guys really quick what it looks like for those who don't know. All right, so I'm sitting here. Okay. So this is great for after a leg day, if your legs are like, you know, really tight hips, you want to stretch things out, put your legs up here. This little wheel spins. And you go all the way to, can't go anymore. And then you just kind of just sit there and let it open it up, stretch it out, and just get comfortable. And obviously the goal is to get more and more and further on this. And so that is the Pro Force leg stretcher. So that is the gym, guys, GK Jungle Gym. This is, you know, just again, this has been such a surreal, just being able to come into my garage, just get it done. I mean, I come in here, I do my morning cardio. I usually like to watch videos, training videos, things like that. And then once I start doing like my abs, my glutes, my calves, whatever, I'll crank the music up and just get busy in here, man. It's literally just me in here. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm singing along to the music and I'm just getting it done. It's just been such an awesome experience to be able to do this here every single morning. It's truly a blessing. So it's not big by any means, but big enough for what we need to get done. You know, I've seen a lot of home gyms. I've watched a lot of home gyms, and this is definitely something that I've always wanted to do. It's always been a dream, something I always thought about. And again, if I had lived in Jersey still, I probably wouldn't have this just because, you know, one, my gym was close enough, and two, you don't get this type of space in Jersey to be able to do that. Obviously, again, the 4-car garage, we've got tons of space in here to do that. I could actually take that whole back area and just convert and make it into more equipment, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna upset the wife. So, but yeah, this is it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys my my little jungle gym. Got the flags hanging on the wall there as well, showing the companies I represent. Mutant, GASP, WolfPAK, along with other companies like Cardillo, MegaFit Meals, and all these other awesome companies that back and support me. All right, so that is it. So as far as like, you know, again, I get a lot of questions about how often I do this, right? So right now my cardio is pretty much on a daily basis, maybe 6 times a week, whatever. When it comes to core, things like that, depending on how I'm feeling, it's still a muscle. I still have to let it recover. So you look anywhere from maybe 3 to 4 times a week doing a little bit of ab work. Calves, I feel like that's something you can really hit and target a lot. So I'm doing my calves pretty much every other day. So I won't do all 3 pieces. So I'll pick in between the standing and this donkey calf raise. And I'll always do the soliest, the seated calf raise. So I'm looking to do calves again 3 to 4 times a week. Same thing with glutes pretty much. And it's a muscle, it still needs to recover. So I'm either doing the kickback here. I'm doing the hip thrust there. I'm always definitely utilizing the abductor, adductor, just to kind of build that density in the muscle and add a little muscle there as well. So that is it here, guys. So what I'm gonna do now, I wanna get out of here and we're going to head over to the trophy room. So trophy room, AKA my office, that's kind of where I have, you guys see all my trophies, what I've collected over the years, the past 19 years now competing. So I'll show you that as well. And also with this room, as you can see, the doors are closed because this is how I train every single morning. I refuse to open the doors. I like to sweat. You guys know Texas is hot. So if it's 100 plus outside, it's about 110 in here right now. We actually had to put a dehumidifier in here because it gets a little muggy. It gets a little hard to breathe sometimes. But I love the heat. I love heat, period. I've always loved heat. I'm a big heat fan. So I don't mind getting here, getting hot and putting in that work. So let's head up to the office and I'll show you guys that. All right, so this is the trophy room. This is where you guys can see, you know, all the hard work I've put in and all the hardware I've collected over the years, literally from an amateur in 2005 to the Honor Classic. So let's start right here. We've got all these trophies here. I'm gonna try to pick out a few of the ones that really stand out to me. Where's that one? This one, yes. So this is probably gonna be a standout here. This is the first ever trophy I've ever earned. This is my first show ever. 2005 Mid-Atlantic Championships here. I placed 3rd in the novice lightweight class, and this is the show that kickstarted everything for me. All right, move on here. 2012 NPC Nationals. This is the day I turned pro. in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the award I got and the pro card for that. All right. If we go down to, boom, we've got the IFBB New York Pro. If you guys know, New York Pro is, again, one of the biggest bodybuilding shows behind the Olympia and the Arnold. But for someone who lived on the East Coast, New Jersey, New York area, that was our Olympia. For us, winning the New York Pro was a big deal. And I remember my first year I did it in 2014, I was like 13th. Then I came back the next year, I was like 9th, and then like 7th, and then 2nd. Well, eventually I worked my way up to when I was able to win it. So in 2017, I took 2nd, and I came back the following year, 2018, I finally won the New York Pro, which was a great day. And right next to that, we got the 2015 Vancouver Pro. This is my first ever IFBB Pro victory. First show I ever won as a pro. That was a big deal for me. All right, let's scoot over here. We got a couple more of these are the big boys, I call them, the heavy hitters. Some of my amateur days right here. We've got, which ones are these? Okay, this is awesome. You ready for this? So these two shows, this is the Legion Championships, all right? So in 2018, I won the 212 division at the Legion. And which I forgot where, I think it was in California at the time, yes. And then in 2021, you guys remember I did my pro debut again at the Legion. This time I won the open bodybuilding class. So we got the 212 trophy and we've got the open trophy right there. All right, so come over. Come in here, look in this, I'll pop this open for you guys. So these are all the, just a bunch of medals I've gotten, earned over the years, some plaques as well. And up top, these are all the Olympia participation medals you get when you do the Olympia. All right. And above some of these shows, they give out some cool like little checks and things like that. I went to Asia, that's the Olympia, Tim Gardner's Puerto Rico Pro, Japan Pro, and of course a bunch of miscellaneous things. We got the 2 Olympia medals, the year I placed 2nd in 2021, and the first year I cracked the top 3 in 2019. I took the bronze. Got a bunch of Cardillo belts. So Steve Cardillo is an awesome friend of mine who's been keeping me strapped and safe since way back. So after every big win or something I do successful, Steve always surprises me with a belt. So when I won the New York Pro, he sent me a King of New York belt. All right, when I won the Olympia, I got a giant killer belt from him as well. And then when I won my first 212 title in 2020, I got the 212 Mr. Olympia belt and things like that. So Steve has been awesome. All right, and this is the case of all cases. This is it. The Olympia hardware. All right, so we got 2020 Olympia, we got the gold medal, we got the participation medal as well, along with the VOS that came with it. Of course, I got my credentials for that show right here. And then we got the second win, which is the 2022 Olympia, the gold medal, the participation medal, and of course, the VOS along with that as well. So God willing, fingers crossed, we got to figure out where to get more space to hopefully add a third one here pretty soon, right? So that is the room. As you can see, I've got, the one thing I have to do is I got so many pictures and plaques and things like that. I still got to put them up on the wall. I've been super busy with prep and life and the family. I just haven't had time. Like you guys see all the photos, you're just hanging here or just standing here. Shout out to my guy, Boo. He got me, if you guys remember, I got the cover of MD magazine in the beginning of the year. And he put it in a plaque and put in this awesome thing for me here with my jersey. Again, I gotta put up a ton of pictures and stuff on the wall eventually, but so this is the trophy room. Again, like, what's crazy to me is the one thing I hear from competitors or old school competitors is like, oh, I don't care about the trophies I won, 30 plus years ago. I threw them away, or they're sitting somewhere in my basement. Like I personally, these are the things I've worked my ass off for. Regardless of the placing, I put in the work, I show up to the show, and I did my best. So for me, these are signs of just hard work, diligence, and just perseverance throughout the years. So why wouldn't I want to keep that, show that off, and display all that hard work? And they're just cool to be able to look back on. My daughter gets a little bit older. You know, we'll sit down together and we'll go through each trophy and just kind of talk about the moments and, you know, what I do, why I do it, and just kind of, you know, let her embrace it all. I mean, obviously, you know, she's gonna one day decide what she wants to do with her own life. If it's bodybuilding, great. If it's something else, great. I by no means will I force my daughter to do anything she doesn't want to do. So I want to give her that option when she's older to make her decision as far as where she wants to go in life, whether it's sports, maybe be a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, president of the world, who knows? Whatever she decides, of course, I'm gonna be behind her along with my wife as well. So this is the office, guys. Again, I still got some work to do. I got to put a desk in here eventually. Got these pictures hung up on the wall. But again, this is something I'm very proud of, along with the gym. Sometimes just kind of come in here and just sit back and just really like take it all in, like what I've been able to do over these past 18, 19 years with my career. So I'm truly blessed to be able to wake up every single morning and just, do what I love. That's one thing that people don't it's a very small percentage of the world can say that I wake up every single morning doing what I love. I got tons of friends who work an 8 to 4, 9 to 5 job and absolutely hate what they do. Me, I never say that. I get to wake up and be able to go to the gym every day, see my body progress, compete in the world's biggest bodybuilding show. I get to travel the world. I've been so many places. Bodybuilding has opened up so many doors as far as being able to travel the world, work with amazing companies, just be able to have such a fan base. It's been great. It's to be able to provide us this home, the gym, and other great things in life. So, again, I'm just truly, truly blessed to be in the position I'm in. So that is it, guys. Showed you the gym, showed you the trophy room. Again, I just wanted to kind of change up the videos a little bit. You guys are probably getting like, here's another boring, training video. But no, I do have a life outside the gym. It's small, but I still have a life outside the gym. And that's kind of wanted to bring it into my home a little bit and kind of show you some of these things here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Make sure you continue to subscribe. And of course, we got another training video coming soon. We're going to keep pumping that content out all the way into Olympia. We'll try to give you a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that when it comes to a variety of videos as well. But again, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Drop a comment, drop a like, and we'll see you guys for the next one.